Greetings and welcome in. Hopefully, your Saturday is going pretty good today. First thing I'm gonna do is apologize. The cat is in heat, so she's bugging the crap out of me. So if you hear her in the background, my apologies. If you hear me yelling at her, my apologies again. But anyway, so yeah, yesterday we got slammed with some snow, and I had to take care of uh, the driveway. I got a pretty long driveway, so it takes me a couple hours to do it. And because I live on the highway, I got to kind of stay on top of it, otherwise it gets pretty ugly up there. We're back again today, and I'm gonna have to go back out there and handle it again. We got 3 more inches, but yeah. So last episode, it looks like we did some quality of life improvements. Got some lights inside the base there, and uh, what else did we do? I think we made the advanced airlock, so we don't have to keep hitting the cancel pressurize button. So that's really nice. Bunch of other stuff. I think what we're gonna do today on my to do list here, we're gonna try and set up a cooling system. And then time permitting, uh, gonna start building that greenhouse so we can get some food going. So let's get this show on the road, man. I did do some off-camera mining, so I think we have like 2 rounds of steel that we can do. I got like, I don't know, 2 stacks of copper, I think, 3 stacks of gold, so hopefully shouldn't have to do any mining, but if we do, it is what it is. Okay, yeah, look at that. Beautiful light in the base. So yeah, it looks like we labeled it on our to-do list sign here by the door. Base cooling. I'm probably gonna set it up over there. So battery. Dang, we got a battery up. Well, we did all kinds of neat stuff, folks. Heck yeah, look at that. And everything's working as it should. I think. Yeah, while I was mining, let's check that real quick. While I was mining, I did get another dust storm. So let's check and make sure our panels are at peak efficiency. If you hear her in the background, I'm really sorry, guys. Not much I can do about it. Close, lock. And then look at this. We just boop. Why is the airlock disabled? Can't do it there anymore, huh? Gotta do it here. Oh well. Beautimus. Yep, we just gotta repair this real quick. Oh, biggie. Let's bring up our tool belt. And then we want a crowbar first. Move that. Drill. Go back. Make sure they're going the right way. That's kind of another reason you should paint it, right? That way you know, like, this is your data side. But there's that. But look at that logic at work, man. It just automatically points towards the sun. Golden. Nice. And eventually, for those of you that have not played, we'll be able to build better solar panels with alloys where we don't have to keep doing this. You can build a solar panel that'll withstand the Martian dust storms. So eventually we'll get there. Just have to make sure we repair these as we go. All right. That's done. It's plug and play. It's plug and play from here on out. Very nice. Very nice. One thing I am worried about is I don't know if I have silicon. We'll have to check that. As you can see, the temperature down here, 40 degrees. It's getting dangerous. Dangerous levels. So, if I turn this on, just for some light, it looks like I got 50 grams of silicon, so may end up having to get more. We'll see. So if we turn this on, probably turn that off. What we want, oh, we probably got pipes. I think. Yeah, but not enough. What we want is definitely pipe. Beepa. What do they want? Iron. Oh, yeah. So I kind of did a thing. I did make these backpacks that are made in here. Right? It's just a mining backpack. Takes six grams of iron. I may steal this iron. Probably gonna need more. Pipe. That's 6. I don't know. Let's do. Oh no. I've got to take this, guys. That's the way. I will be right back. All right, we're back. Try this again. Oh, actually, I need some other stuff. We need a couple of radiators. Can we make those? Please tell me we can make those. Yes. So what we're gonna do... probably need a valve. That would be nice. We'll do that later. Ugh, I need copper. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. We have that. Yeah. Kind of in a bit of a hurry. Let's go smelt this outside. Kind of a bummer you can't use the door panel there. Well,
Low pressure. Oxygen low. Oxygen critical. Pressure critical.
oh. You got 600 Kelvin in there? No. And I forgot my ice. We're just going to add a little bit because I think copper was 600 Kelvin, so we'll just do 2 and 1. There we go. It's just faster to... I mean, you get a whole stack done quick, fast, in a hurry this way, you know? Ta-da! What's our pressure? That's alright. It's alright. Maybe that's why I'm always used to hitting that button, because Mars is this way. I just didn't know that was disabled. Been a while. We needed copper for a valve. Just one. Yeah, oxygen's looking pretty sad.
Air tank critical.
All right. Put that away too. So what we're gonna do, I should make a pipe reader. I don't think I can make that yet though. I could probably do the reader, but I don't think I could do the analyzer. Yeah, not yet. What about the reader? No. What is that called? Alright, I'm gonna need this light. So what we need to do is, in order to cool this base, right, we are gonna try and use Mars's temperature. If you notice when we were outside earlier, um, the temperature is like minus 47. I believe the coldest it gets on Mars is minus 52. So we're gonna try and use Mars's temperature to cool the inside of the base here. I don't know if I can. Oh, wait, you can do threes? Yeah. That's in the wall. Can I get it out here? Oh, yeah. Yep. Let's put it back up a little bit. Oop, too far. Let's put it right there. Okay. That'll work. So now we take these radiators. Okay. So what's going to happen? I have to put gas into that though. What's going to happen is these radiators are going to try to equalize the temperature between the pipe network and the room here, right? So if there's any kind of cool gas in there right now, these radiators would like transfer the warm heat into the pipe network, but let the cold, it's going to try and equalize the temperature. That's kind of our goal. So what I want to do, and I built the pipe meter to kind of monitor I think I just need one section. I built the pipe meter because I kind of want to monitor the pressure and the gas in there, right? Because it also shows. Anyway, you see it right there. It's at the bottom of the tooltip display. It also shows liquids volume. Now we can alleviate liquid by putting a drain out there on the pipe on the outside. But one thing I did do the other day was if we look at our gases, right? I'm gonna use Oh man, I'm gonna have to print a vent. Anyway, I'm gonna use Mars's atmosphere right now for now, and then we'll put a drain on it. But eventually, when we're able to bank up some nitrogen, right? Nitrogen, if you look on the we'll use Celsius. The scale here, nitrogen will remain a gas. I mean, look at that. It doesn't even go to liquid until minus 86 at 5 megapascals of pressure, and even colder at low pressure. So if we put nitrogen in this pipe network and use it for cooling, it'll never turn to liquid and it'll never freeze. So it would be a good gas to use. Carbon dioxide pollutant will turn to liquid, and I believe carbon dioxide actually freezes at Mars's coldest temperature. So I'll probably need more pipe because I'm gonna run this. Oh, we need a valve. Actually, that goes here, don't it? Do I need this? And we want that way? I guess it don't matter, huh? We're just using it to allow the cold gas in. Yeah, that'll work. And then we'll pipe that outside. Did that go all the way through? No, we'll do one more. Oh, I wonder if... Because these aren't insulated, they'll radiate. They'll radiate the heat. Or absorb it. Huh, we'll try it. I may have to put that as insulated pipe on this piece and then through the wall. The rest can be normal, right? I think we're good here. We're gonna need to build a drain. D-R-A-I-N. Liquid drain, print one of those. And then we're gonna use a vent to just kind of... We're gonna need power. Is there power over there? I don't think so. But we got power in the ceiling. Yeah. Because I don't have nitrogen I can steal right now. Okay, that's fine. Vent. And then cable, obviously. I think I stole the copper though, didn't I? Nope. Probably what? 20? Hopefully that's enough. Okay, so go outside and set this up so that we can cool the base. This should work, man. It's temporary right now. We're gonna use Mars's atmosphere, but with that liquid drain we took care of, or we printed out, we'll be able to get rid of any liquid that forms in that pipe. Like we did for the furnace there. Okay, so now if we set this up the same way, just have a corner going that way, go back to a straight. Let's see, all we need are the radiators, the drain. So let's do a 3. Let's do a 3. And then 1 for the drain. So we'll put that right there. We want the passive liquid drain. There. And we want our convection radiators here. Okay. Now, I think this has to be mounted on a wall. It's alright, we got the pipe for it. Right? Jetpack. Try not to do that because I know it's loud. Yeah, it's got to be mounted on a wall. Damn. Alright, we're gonna need to make a bend. I don't like doing this, so... Can I put it on the roof? That's gonna do the same thing. Yeah, it's gotta be done though. But at least we'll be kind of closer to our wiring set up here. Okay. So now, if we pop this vent on... and hook up our active vent, we should be able to suck some gas into this pipe and get our cooling started. Hopefully. And then I'll kind of walk you through what we got going on. I hope I got enough cable. Alright. Go around. In. I hope I have my Atmo tablet. Do I have my tablet? I do. Okay, we're done with that. I need this. And this. Alright, so. Here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna borrow Mars's atmosphere, okay? See how cold it is outside? And getting colder. Right now, there's nothing in the pipe network. It's a closed network. But as soon as I turn this to inward, right, and turn it on, it's going to draw Mars's atmosphere into this network, and those convection radiators are going to keep it, they're going to keep this pipe network cool, right? But what's going to happen is that CO2, the O2 might stay, I believe, oxygen. F1, pause, go back. I believe oxygen might stay in there too. Yeah, look at that, man. Temperature minus 216. Yeah, it'll remain a gas. So in this pipe network, the oxygen will be in there and the nitrogen in there. But because CO2 and pollutant will turn to liquid at a fairly within Mars's temperature range, right? The the CO2 and the pollutant are gonna seep out of that liquid drain. So all we'll really have is carbon dioxide, or pardon me, uh, nitrogen and oxygen in there. So, but what I wanted the tablet for was you don't need much gas. I mean, you can keep it low pressure. So let's do, I don't know, 1001, 1002, 1003. Okay, let's do another 3 second. 1001, 1002, 1003. Yeah, seeing that temperature is. See how it's equalizing in there? That's probably because our valve is on, right? So we've got about a megapascal of pressure in there, and the pipe's heating up. So we can go in here, and I'm almost. We're gonna make stairs. Remind me, guys. I'm almost betting there might not be 40 degrees in here. Celsius? It is, but that's because they're equalizing. So,
Filter low.
yeah. What we can do is, man, I should have put this over here, maybe. Yeah, we can fix that. But if we look at this side, that's going to cool off. You know what, and I think we'll do is we're going to swap that valve and that meter around. Because we know what the temperature and stuff is in here. So, let's pull that off. Okay. And pull that off. Pull that off. We're going to put this back. Which way is that handle going? I guess I had it right the first time. Can I have it go that way? Yeah, because we want to allow that cold air in. And then we'll put this over here. That way we can just get a glance at it, right? So it shows. Yeah, it's already cooling off in that pipe. See the. I don't know if you can see it, but in the gray text, it does show. What? She interrupts at the most inopportune times. I don't have water. Yeah, I do. Right here. But anyway, on that pipe meter, you can see that it's 270 degrees Kelvin. You subtract 273 to get the Celsius conversion, it's -3, -4 now, right? And then we can introduce that cold air into our room. It's probably going to take a bit. Yeah, this is going to be the slow way to cool the room off. I suppose we could leave it. It's still nighttime. So it's like -40 something, -50 something outside. We could probably just leave that open and shut it during the day. Yeah, see, it already came down a degree in here. Look at that. It's working. It's just slow, you know, until we get it automated. Or remove one of these, maybe. Yeah. So we'll see how that works. We'll let that cool off quite a bit. And hopefully that liquid drain takes care of any liquids we get in the pipe. Should be relatively safe in that aspect. So, yeah, I'm gonna wait that till that comes way down and then pop that valve open. What we can do now is, I think I put all my steel in here. What we can do, I need that. What we can do, I've got to get rid of those helper hands. There we go. So base cooling's kind of done. We just kind of, it's going to be slow, right? And then we want to get the greenhouse going. So we can kind of just print some stuff to build a greenhouse room. And then we're going to use, I don't think it's in here. Put it in here. Yeah. This portable scrubber right here to filter out the pollutant that Mars has. And the plants can deal with the rest of it, right? They don't mind the oxygen or the nitrogen there. Eat something. Yeah, we're gonna have to get food going. Okay. Yep. So, we're looking pretty good for the workshop, and I think that's what this is gonna be. I'm just checking the liquids volume, but the temperature too. Make sure we don't get liquid in that pipe. Swear I was keeping that. Hello, Mr. Wickus. Thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate you. I'm gonna crack that open actually and see what happens. 39.6, 39.5. Yeah, it's gonna be slow. Ahoy, matey! Wrong game. How's it going, Mr. Wickus? $39, man. That's crazy, dude. Just keep cooling it off in here. Alright, anyway, back to what we were doing. So, I think I like the setup of the shop. Got the door come. Oh, you know what? While I'm thinking about it, stairs. Iron. Where'd my iron go? There's 2 grams in there. Pretty good. Just lurking on Twitch a bit for my favorite game. Yep. Yeah, dude. I think. Well, I wouldn't say I've got more hours here. I think in the last year I do. Yeah, man. Stationeers, dude. I haven't played Mars since the new update, so I'm giving her a go, you know? I don't remember how much iron I needed. I've already done the moon playthrough, and at the beginning of my series, I kind of, we did a moon base tour that I got over there. Let me show you what, if you want to see it. It's up to you, man. But I've got a, I like streaming on Twitch. If for some reason, to me, it's easier, better. I don't know. You pick the word, right? But I, after I stream, I go through and I review and then I edit and all that. But I post those to YouTube. So there's the link if you want to check out my series thus far. But yeah, I did a moon base tour after the terrain update came out. Uh, on what I'd done because I wanted to make sure that I kind of knew what I was doing before I go live and make myself an idiot on Twitch. So I got as far as the super alloys and I got deep miner outposts out there with sorting and silo storage and all that. So at least here on Mars, I have an idea of what I'm doing now. So. With the new stuff, man. Please tell me I did not put that iron back in there. I did not. What am I looking for? 15 iron? We don't have enough. I'm gonna have to borrow from one of my rounds. Oh wait, yeah we do. We got enough. Hold on. Mining bag right there in front of my face. That's beautiful. Oh. It's always nice when everything works as it should. That iron should pop out pretty quick. It don't take long to melt it at all. Let's go iron. All right. I was going to review episode... What are we on now? 6? I was going to review episode 5, but my home area got slammed with snow. I still have to go out there and deal with some more of it. So 5's not up, and I think I'm on 6 currently, right? Alright. Close that. Just because twice now that dust storm's damn near blown us away trying to get back in the base. There we go. Much better. Okay, so Mars's atmosphere, I've gone over this, is perfect for plants, minus that pollutant. And then the pollutant's really not that bad because it's below 1%. So what we're going to do is I want to build a greenhouse over here. Oh, shit. I suppose. I mean, hell, that's a decent view, you know? But we'll build the greenhouse on an airlock system going out this way. And then this is the workshop. And then we'll probably do yeah, probably just do whatever other expansion out this way. And I think I've got enough steel for frames. I'm trying to remember, man. I know I did this first on Mars. This was kind of a one way to do it. I mean, if you're not worried about power, you could build a air conditioning unit, but I'm proud to say I've never built one of those. I've always done it a different way. Yeah. Let's figure something out. Alright, steel frames. We're gonna need 2. I wonder how big of a room I want. Not really big for right now. We can always expand later, I suppose. Let's do... yeah, I guess 3 by 3. So 9 and 2, 11. That's gonna bug me. It's not cooling off as fast as I would like. I wonder if... I had a thought. Right? Same, got 2,000 hours, never built one. I know. What did I say, 11? Yeah. I wonder if doing it like we do on the moon would make it go any quicker. Problem is you're sucking the atmosphere out of here. Hmm. Yeah, so on the moon, I mean, you know how it goes if you got 2,000 hours. On the moon, I use this sort of same setup. I don't have the radiators on the inside, but what I have is an active vent, and I take the air in here, suck it into the pipe. There's radiators outside. I'll let that cool off, and then I blow that cool air back in here again. But I think on my Mars playthrough, I had this set up. I'm almost wondering if I've got too many radiators. I don't know. I'm gonna wait till that gets super cold and then crack that open again. Because I got 3 on the outside as well. I mean, there's a way I can access my old Mars files, but I don't want to do that. I'd rather learn and go. This is what I got on the outside. And I just filled that, pipe up with the active vent up here. Okay. So, about in the middle is here. Do another airlock. Whoops. That should be big enough, huh? I mean, it's only just a starter greenhouse. You can always expand on it later. Because then we could just pipe this, yeah, down, follow this around, and come in for our hydroponic trays. So, and we can make lots more steel, so this can be a completely steel structure. We can do, oh, except for this, we can do, and I like to control my own daylight, so this may be just completely dark. And we can always make this like a glass airlock or something, you know, or like a solid wall at least right here for all the airlock components. Yeah. So let's get. So we know we need 9 plus 3, 6, 9, 11. That's 20. 20 walls. 20, 2, 3. But I think the wall kits, I like to use the flat walls. I'm not big on shapes or breaking it up or whatever. But the composite walls, I don't think the flat wall has a window kit. Pretty sure it doesn't. we'll have to build the whatever has the composite one. But we can frame in the deal. So that was 9 for the ceiling, 3, 6, 9, 11 around the greenhouse. Flat. $20 in all. Hold on. This is dumb. Hold on. It's not dumb. I'm just... Well, this could be so much easier. Copper from somewhere. Hey, Wickus, if you're still there, man, have you played Venus or Vulcan? 2,000 hours? You probably have. How much do we have? Venus, no. Vulcan, just in creative so far. I'm a filthy casual, right? Hold on. For some reason, Discord doesn't, or not Discord, Twitch doesn't like the word filthy. So, there you go, buddy. Yeah, I am too, man, because I work, you know. And then winter in Alaska, freaking, that'll take up all your time. Alright, so now we can set this. I always do 50. So instead of making a mess, now we can print these flat walls. Flat. I need 18 more. So now we just have to watch the handle here, and it'll tell you. Yeah, so Vulcan and Venus scare me, dude. You can't get ice, right? And that's like how you kind of tend to oxygenate your rooms and fire up the furnace. But from my understanding, and I've seen a few people play on Vulcan, but I think it's Vulcan that's got volatile in the atmosphere. So you have to be careful with, like, oxygen, you know? Don't accidentally blow an O2 pipe or vent any kind of oxygen canister into the atmosphere. It'll self-ignite, you know? So that would be kind of neat. But I kind of like what you've done is creative. That's actually the way to learn. I haven't done that. I've just kind of winged it. I've died, you know? That's the beauty of science. It is gonna explode. Or kill you. But creative's actually not a bad idea. 14. We need what? 20? And then a shit ton of steel sheets. 17. Big arrow. And then Yeah, your routine becomes flip the lever to eject it, turn that off, turn that off. I think I have read that on Vulcan, people set up traders on Vulcan to get water first thing, and Venus is much harder than Vulcan. Yeah, no, I kind of went over that in my first introductory video. Yeah, Venus is the hard one. And then from what I understand, yeah, I think you're right. Vulcan, you actually in your lander, it comes with everything to set up a trader. So you've got the, you know, the whatever the kit is, and then a computer, the communications motherboard. You get all that right there, man. So as soon as you set up a base and that, yeah. But then you got to be able to store it. So you're building the off like your pad there. You're gonna have liquid storage because you got to be able to hold liquid. Unless you can buy the canisters. Steel sheets. Whoops. Oh, it is steel sheets, right? F1. Flat wall. Yeah. And I think I would have to look at my other can't. Save files are inaccessible to me at the moment. I think I had I don't think I was trading gases, or was I? I may have been selling it for money. And then I was also building those packages that they want, like like a EVA suit or a hard suit or whatever it was, and they want oxygen, so many moles. Yeah, I used to build those, sell them to the traders. Just for some cash. How's our gas? Yeah, we're good. How's this? Yeah, it's fluctuating with the outside temperature. I'm gonna kind of let that equalize, I think. Alright. What are we lacking? Hydration? Oh, crap. I don't know if you can hear that. I hope not. I'm an emergency responder and I'm getting toned out currently. Give me a second. No, that's not me. Okay. Let's go make us a greenhouse. See if we can get some food going. Might not get it today. Yeah, shit. Damn, an hour's gone by already? Doesn't feel like I've done much. I mean, we got cooling going on. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna need more than that. I'm gonna need way more than that. For some reason that mouse is super sensitive today. I'm just gonna do these up one right now. Just walk around without falling too. There we go. Okay, so I think I want my airlock stuff flat right there. Whoop, 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 whoop. Hold on. Okay, and then I'm gonna do windows there, and that's a whole different kit, right? So. Ah. Somewhere my math is wrong. Oh well. Can always print more. Okay, and we want this way. So we'll need 3 more of those. 3 more flat walls, and then whatever the composite kit is. For windows. Three flat. Now, what was the... I guess you just type in wall, huh? It's not the flat wall. It must be just that one, huh? We need 3 of those. Okay, there's that. That'll finish that. Wrong one. Okay. Are those so flat? Oh, those need to go there. Okay, and then we need... 9. We need 13 more steel sheets. Do I have iron? I do. I don't know how that works. It just works. but let's do it right, you know? So this should be a corner. There. Okay. Sheets. Sheet.
Waste tank caution.
Yeah. We got plenty. 13, and then hopefully that'll be all the building material for the greenhouse, and then we can print. I think the doors are made here too. 2 airlock doors, and we need all the other Geisten as well. Still 39 fucking degrees in here, man. What is going on? I am gonna have to do some research off stream. There's gotta be a better way to cool this area off. I'm almost thinking moon, but the way we do it on the moon. I mean, we could. I can take those down. Put the active vent in here, power it, suck the air out of this room, cool it, and then blow it back in. I mean, that's another method. And we can always put these 3 convection radiators outside. See how that works. Just seems like this is a slow method, but I think this is what I was doing before. I probably have to babysit that. Alright, door? Iron. Not enough. I hate robbing from my steel. Oop, out there. I hate that. R. Close. There we go. Fix that bug. That's an annoying little bug. Okay, so while we're out there closing off the wall, we're gonna pop some iron in the arc furnace. Yeah. I want to finish the flat wall first. Then we can do... I'm gonna need plastic sheets for those though, I bet. Have you built a rocket yet on any of your saves? The devs are currently working on orbital stations, so we get a crew cabin for those rockets, seems like. Ooh, no, I have not. Uh-oh. I may have to go dabble with that. No, I've been watching, a guy on YouTube. He's actually, he hasn't messed with the rockets either, and he's just started kind of dabbling in them. I watch another guy on YouTube that he built his. Hold on, let me pause this. He built his rocket, and it's mainly just surveying the moon. You know, he was trying to figure out like how the map worked, like if you could use it in the game, kind of like you would any other game with a map, you know. But I don't know if he'd gotten that far yet. Which one is this? Flatwell. No, rocketry would be kind of fun though, I think. You messed with him yet, Wickus? And if you want, I can give you the name of that guy on YouTube I'm watching. If you want to check that rocket series out. How is it I'm still short? My mouth is not working today. We need 3 more. As long as I don't close that in, we're good. And actually, yeah, I did build a few when they reworked those, but did not try every engine yet. Pretty fun stuff. Oh, right on. Hell yeah, dude. So I need 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. And are these wall kits? Wall flat. These are just plastic and glass, right? Wrong window? Wall. Plastic and glass. Yep. Okay. So, 9 and 11, 12. 12. So you built the rocket after the rocketry update a while ago, or more recently? floor. It's gonna take a bit. Where's our plastic? We're gonna need that, and we're gonna need that.
Hydration critical.
Boy, lady, you never really have anything good to say, do you? Last year, December, those got completely overhauled. Yep, the early version was fun as well, but much less involved. Yeah. Oh, I gotta go pay attention over here. Ah, we made way too many. That's alright. Got some for later. Okay.
Hunger caution.
Whoop. Let's do this. At least this way we'll get the greenhouse closed in. And then we can poke a hole through the wall once we get that done. Okay. That was 2023 actually. Yeah, I know, man. Time flies. It sure does. Especially in this game, dude. I've lost so many lost track of hours. So many days playing this. Like, I'm just gonna jump on for an hour or two and play. Next thing you know, the wife's going, "Are you coming to bed?" Dang, man. You know, and doing these episodes, 2 hours, you know, I try not to overdo it because, you know, some people don't like really super long episodes, you know. An hour or two, I think, is about the average from what I see people prefer, you know. Just, and in this game, it just doesn't seem like you're not going to get much done in 2 hours because you're constructing and you're mining and you're man, dude. When I did my solar tracking episode, do I want to close this off now and just go right into the base? Are we sealed? No, because then my atmosphere will be messed up. We'll leave this alone for now. Yeah, when I did my solar tracking episode, dude, it 2 hours for the whole episode. And that was mainly just freaking building the stuff, laying it out, wiring up the logic, and then troubleshooting. I felt fucking stupid, dude. I had forgot. See this connection right here? This wasn't there. I forgot to wire that into the bottom of the math unit, and I couldn't figure out why. Like, the horizontal was great, but the vertical was way off. And I could mess with it here, and I could mess with it there. And you're not supposed to, you know, like, you can hit your wrench and move this, and if if logic is working, it'll go back to whatever your logic's set up as, you know. So I think I was looking, I just sitting, kind of standing right here looking. I'm like, oh my God, I don't have a connection right there. As soon as I plugged that in, dude, boop, everything worked. I couldn't believe that. That had to have been like half hour, 45 minutes of just troubleshooting. I felt like an idiot. But yeah, 2 hour episode on solar tracking. It shouldn't have taken that long. Okay, so we just need the doors. We actually need quite a few stuff. Door. Need 2 of those. Okay, that's done. We need, ugh. Dev's been streaming recently 8 hours or more in one sitting. I don't even want to mention my longest playtime, right? Yeah, no kidding. I can sit down and play this game for a while. Yeah. We need copper smelting. We need iron. Need 2 of those. Oh, crap, dude. Am I going to be able to... Hold on, before we get carried away. Am I going to be able to make a console without alloys? Yes. Okay. Two active vents. Now we need 2 passive vents. So the devs are probably streaming on the beta branch, huh? I played that. I played a little bit of the beta before the terrain update. Because I wanted to see what they were doing. And I'm glad they brought the rover back, dude. Let me tell you, that rover... And maybe, hey, you've been playing this a while. Do you remember prior to the terrain update how big the maps were? Because now it seems like, they almost seem like they're bigger to me, man. Because I have a deep miner outpost like a kilometer away from the base on my moon playthrough. And I don't remember how big the maps used to be. So there's 2 active vents, 2 passive vents. I think we've got enough pipe. No, wait. Before they were infinite, but it all kind of looked the same. Not much reason to go. Oh, okay. Uh, console. We need a console. Iron.
Waste tank critical.
I wish you had better news, lady. Like, good job. She distracted me. Now I don't know what I was doing. Okay. And then 2 and 2 console. Ah, yeah, gas sensor. Good call. The Mark II rover is kind of the reason I got into playing this. Looks really epic. Currently, there is just its little brother. Yeah, I know. Uh, you see on the loading screen that big rover. Um, Never had the opportunity to use it, but to me, it almost seems like that might have atmosphere in it, but I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, but yeah, I've got the little brother that I'm using, and that thing is handy, dude. Like I said, my one deep miner outpost is a kilometer out from my moon base, so I've got like two outposts in between there. So by the time I get to that one that's a kilometer out, dude, I already have to drink. I gotta eat. So what I ended up doing was I took that Mark II rover, the little one, and I loaded up the crates. Well, once I emptied everything, you've got 5 crates you don't know what to do with. I put 2 crates on that rover, loaded it up with enough building supplies to get a base up, the cooling system up, and a locker, and then the solar power on the moon. And it like 2 crates took all that material, and I was able to build a little outpost way out there at my one deep miner, my furthest out deep miner. I like that Rocket Works has given us the opportunity. Not opportunity, they're kind of making you do it. You got to explore because each region now has its own, you know, uh, deep ores. So I think that's just really cool. I like it. Before you could just set up, a massive deep miner operation at your base and never leave. Now you kind of have to, which is awesome. I don't mind. Don't mind in the slightest. All right. So, gosh, can I put that there with a wall? Probably not. Here, let's do this. I'm not much of a floors guy. You guys, if you've been watching for a while, you know me. I'm really tidy. Everything has a place. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to do this because that wall's there. That's all right. And this will be... We can make this a glass door, I suppose. And to make that other one the composite door, we label it and know what's behind it. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. And then the gas sensor can go... How do we have that over here? I think it's just off to the side. Actually, let's set the rest of this stuff up first. Q. So the console... Oh, dude, our power is over here. Okay, we're gonna put it over here. Console will go this way. Probably here, I guess, huh? Ah, I need a board for that. But that's okay, I'm just kind of placing this shit. And then... I want to get the active vents placed. Shit. That scared me for a minute. Okay. Active vent. I want to do... that. And then this one. Like that. Okay. And then... We're going to have to label this, because now we're going to have two gas sensors. There's that. That door can go there. I didn't bring any sheets with me. We can pipe.
Power low.
Yeah. Can pipe this. And put these up. I'll put this one up. Right there. Okay, that's piped in. Now this one has to go in there. That's ready. So when we step through, we'll put a passive vent over there. Consoles here. We'll need the advanced airlock motherboard. We'll need our labeler. Which we can actually take care of now.
Air tank low.
Yeah, lady. Tell me something I don't know. We'll take care of our O2.
Air tank critical.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get that figured out, man. What's our temp in here? Crack that open. I mean, it's coming down, but I think we have to babysit that till we can program something for an automatic valve. You know? I may experiment with this off stream. I'm gonna try my moon method, see how that works. We need the advanced airlock circuit board. Just one. Oh yeah. Where's that pipe? 1, 2, 1, 2. So that pipe should be here. Right there. What else did we need over there? We just need to cable it. Oh, we need the labeler. Because we gotta label all this stuff. Okay, swap that. Swap that. Alright. Did we do anything with this? No. So we're gonna do, entrance. Let's do entrance airlock. Airlock sensor. And that shouldn't fuck with that, right? I don't think so. No. We're good. Oop, we're gonna need this though. Or do we print another disc? Copper. Fuck. Oh. Oh yeah. I need cable though. And then I wonder if I have enough to build another one. Nope. Yeah, so off camera I'll do a frickin' another iron run. Yeah, so once we're able to build alloys, I actually can't wait till we can do that. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll set that up. I gotta get food going though, because I'm kind of running low. Yeah. Alloys up, because I want to be able to do, another area power unit for this airlock that we're actually currently building over here. Yeah. I try to keep my power networks, you know, separate instead of using one big battery for everything. Well, I mean, you're gonna do that anyway, but like, you know, this is the airlock. APU. That second one that came with the lanyard, that's for the base right now. Eventually we'll be able to make transformers. And we can separate it out that way. On my moon playthrough, I showed you guys, I had a large station battery that was dedicated to atmospherics and my food. So that would never, like, go dead. Unless I had a catastrophic failure somewhere. And then I had the other batteries that kind of powered everything else. And I kind of want to do that here. We don't have the alloys yet. We're getting there. Maybe we'll do that next episode. Okay, so this is going to be greenhouse sense. This will be greenhouse exterior vent. Greenhouse interior vent. And I don't think that matters, but what we're gonna do is plop this in here. Plop that in there. I don't have my glass sheet. That door will go there once it's sealed. Yeah, just need to wire it up now, man. But yeah, I eventually will get to the point where I can separate these power networks. I gotta do something though. I need power. I think I could just stub it through the floor here for now. I need to come to this. If I could stub it through where the electronics printer is. Outside. And then we'll go back out and wire it all up. And then we're probably going to call that an episode. Wife's coming home from Delaware tomorrow. So no stream tomorrow. I have to leave early here to go pick her up. But if you check out my social links, I'll post them again. I'll definitely let you guys know when I'll be live again ahead in advance. So that should be the airlock, and if I just kind of... Actually, we'll go down. Yeah. Yep. Should be good. Ah, that's gonna bug me. Okay. Playing on the moon too long, I guess. And I gotta take care of the driveway. Preferably when it's light, but I may go actually hit it tonight. It's dark currently. Other side. And then eventually we'll be able to separate this stuff. We'll go down like this. That way we don't interfere with other power networks. It's good, and honestly, it is good to separate them. If we can come off a main line here, or actually where the battery is over there, Yeah, right. So run heavy cable along this wall back here to this, to an APU, right? This would have its own power. APU there, and then keep running the cable around, put another APU or even transformer, whatever, man. Whatever separates your power, you know. That way, if you have an issue, you kind of know where to go. You know, like, why is the greenhouse out of power? What happened there? You know, go check that out. Why is this airlock not working? Well, go outside and check that out, you know. And then I want to go... I think we have to be careful in that corner, because there'll be a composite door there. So let's just run this up. For now. I know it looks like shit, but whatever. You know, and say you go into a section of your base that you're just not using anymore, man. If you've got a APU or a transformer, you can flip that switch, kill the power to that room. You know, especially if you don't need it. It's not something that is essential. I think I actually do that on my moon base when I leave. I shut down one of the rooms. Like my office or something. Okay. This should work now. If I've done it correctly. We'll put that door up, but I gotta get, need plastic and glass. I'll keep the labeler on me. I believe we're good there. I believe. Plastic and glass. I am gonna have to knock out this wall, though. I wonder if because I built that wall facing in, if I can put that door up there. Facing the other way. I really don't know. We'll find out.
Hydration critical.
Leave that closed. Let's see if we can just place this door. No, because the wall's in the way. I'm thinking here, hold on. If I vacuum this out, Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that will block the door, yeah. It's okay, man. Stationeers is all about troubleshooting. Okay, so now we're a vacuum, right? So honestly, we can just boop that wall out now. Okay, it is off. Is it glass? Yeah. Okay. I don't know if I have enough cable for this shit. Probably not. Probably not. I think we came up this side, so I should be able to tie in right there. You ever do that, Wickens? Use a portable light? Keep from using your shoot battery? Forget where I got that idea from. Is there cable right here? Yeah. Yep, there is. Okay. This is another reason why you want to separate your. Oh yeah, currently using an ambient light mod, so I can still see even when. Oh, heard about that. Yeah. Good thing we labeled these. But yeah, separate your power network so you're not looking at all this stuff. We want the exterior vent. Why am I breathing weird? Fucking thirst. Exterior vent. Now it wants the interior vent. And the sensor. That should be it, man. Let me take care of this heavy breathing fool. And I think we're good. Sounds like me after shoveling the driveway. Dude, that was me yesterday. Holy crap, man. So, kind of give you the scope of my driveway. I'm off the highway, and I got 5 acres of land here. And my property, my house, is in the middle, right? So my driveway, just to the corner, you still have, I don't know, probably 40 feet from the corner to the door, the front door of the stairs. It's 432 feet just on the straight stretch. So, with a, those push shovels, the scoop shovels, yeah. Fun times, man. Fun times. All right. We'll test this out.
Oxygen low. Low pressure. Oxygen critical.
Perfect, man. So, greenhouse, boom, done. To-do list complete for today's episode. Next thing to do is to print some insulated pipes, and we will come around, down, up, and in, and we'll get some plants growing in here. We will have to, cool this out. I'm going to have to experiment on Mars. Ugh, fun times. Gotta automate. Yep. I'm gonna have to figure out my cooling, man. That's taking too long, and I really don't want to babysit it.
Hunger caution.
Yeah, gonna have. And I've never built an AC, and I'm not gonna begin. Oh man, cool. Yeah, to-do list done. Just have to furnish the greenhouse now. We'll leave that up. I'm gonna experiment a little with this off camera. I gotta call the wife though, but yeah, pay attention to my YouTube channel or what used to be Twitter, now is X, for my next episode 7. I want to thank you guys for stopping in and chatting. I do like the interaction with folks, so much appreciated. We didn't get too much exciting accomplished, but at least we got the greenhouse up and running, because we're running low. We got that bar and then another box, so we got to get some plants going. But man, cooling I think is going to be our priority at the moment. Thanks, Wickus, for stopping in, man. Good chatting with you. Everybody, thanks for viewing. If you watch this later on Twitch, thank you very much. If you watch my videos on YouTube, thank you again. But we will definitely catch you on the next one. I'll let y'all know via Twitter or YouTube, so keep an eye out there. Like I said, the wife's coming home tomorrow. She had a family emergency and had to go down there and visit with them. She'll be back, so I'm gonna spend the day with her, maybe 2 couples anyway. But anyway, yeah. We'll catch y'all later. Y'all stay safe. Have fun out there. And be good. And we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks again, guys.